Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate that, Ms. Moniz. Appreciate you being here. You have an impressive resume, and you're doing a good job today.
Thank you.
I have focused on natural gas, and I appreciate as an energy transportation fuel. And I appreciated your comment in your written statement that domestic natural gas production over the past 5 years has helped contribute to market-led reductions in carbon dioxide emissions, as well as the expansion of manufacturing and associated jobs. We've actually held a hearing that I chair in the Commerce, Manufacturing, and Trade Subcommittee about the, especially in the steel industry, the importance of natural gas. And Ed and I are going to do one, I think, next week on other manufacturing areas as a combined hearing. So I appreciate your comments and support, particularly for the manufacturing. But my questions are going to focus more on the transportation side. Would the same hold true if more semis and straight trucks and large fleets were to change from diesel or gasoline to natural gas? Would we see reductions in CO2 emissions?
Yes. So if we convert gas to liquid fuels, typically we do not see a reduction. But if we directly use the gas, then we can have a reduction.
So you're saying compressed versus liquid would have a benefit?
No, liquefied natural gas is fine, or compressed natural gas. No, but I mean if we do, the other direction is to convert gas to a liquid fuel, to convert it to a liquid fuel. That does not give typically any carbon benefit. But CNG or LNG will have a benefit as long as methane leakage is controlled. So
at the pump site or at the site of production, as you had mentioned, talked about with McNerney?
If you use LNG for your Class 8 truck, you're going to have some boil-off. And so the question is how you control, for safety reasons. And so the question is, it's a quantitative issue. But the potential is there to save carbon.
That's part of our intent, as well as not importing OPEC fuel or oil. So it then concerns me a little bit when I see this $17 million set aside for natural gas technologies, and we have $356 million in batteries and electric vehicles is actually $575 million. So there seems to be a real disparity, a gap between natural gas technologies and battery technologies, electric vehicles. So the first thing that pops into my mind is the DOE implementing the Sierra Club's Beyond Natural Gas campaign in any way.
No, sir. I think the point is that the research funding is for technologies of tomorrow. I think in terms of natural gas vehicles, the technology is largely here. There is research also in ARPA-E, I believe, in terms of getting new materials for better storage tanks so that you can put more in, because
so there is DOE funding on the tank side.
Correct.
And is that part of the $17 million?
I think that may be an ARPA-E, but I'll get back to you on that.
Okay, I would appreciate that.
I'll clarify that for you.
So when you
and for me,
from the cynical side, when we see such a gap between the funding, we're assuming, or there's a legitimate logical conclusion that there's not much interest in natural gas.
See, I think the issues are, for example, if you take the LNG trucks, the Class 8 trucks, I mean, there are trucks out there now with using LNG.
Yes.
In many ways, the issue is the OEMs to try to get the capital cost difference. A Class 8 truck capital.
Oh, I know. I'm well aware of the cost, and that's one of the barriers.
And then it's the infrastructure.
And that's coming, despite our best efforts.
Yeah, the open road use is very difficult, but I think the market is going to be station to station.